There is a Pokemon fossil museum that's going all around Japan right now, and surprisingly, it's not crowded at all. In this video, we're going to go through how to get there and also whether you should go at all. Welcome back to another travel tips video. It's Bro Vinny here. This all began when a chief researcher at Mikasa City Museum contacted Nintendo and told them all about their childhood love for Pokemon. The goal is to inspire children to become paleontologists in the future. I went there just to check out Pokemon, but I did learn a little bit about paleontology along the way. So where is this museum? The Pokemon Fossil Museum is actually affiliated with several different museums during different times throughout Japan. The one that I went to was at Hofu Science Museum, but the Pokemon collaboration has ended there. If you're planning to go to the Pokemon Museum, you're gonna need to find the location that matches your travel times. And you can find out where this collaboration is currently at the website, which I'll link in the description below. The current location is at the Fukui Prefectural Dinosaur Museum, and then the exhibit will head to Nagasaki Dinosaur Museum in mid-2025. For any subsequent dates, you'll have to refer to the website for when they decide the next location and dates. Make sure you double check the opening dates and hours and closing dates when you plan your trip. We purchased the tickets on site when we went to Hofu Science Museum, as we couldn't get the tickets online. But always double check with the venue whether you can buy the tickets ahead of time or if you can only buy it on the day. While it is possible for different sites to showcase different Pokemon, because that's what they said in their FAQs, based on my experience alone, I don't think you need to go to this museum twice, because the main exhibits are the same. I'm not even sure there were different exhibits between the museum that we went to and any previous ones. So did we have a good time there? I can tell you that the statues were beautifully crafted and you get to see them life-sized. It's also a great way to get tourism outside of the major city centers in Japan, giving more traffic to museums and other educational sites. At the museum, they actually go into detail about the dinosaurs or the prehistoric creatures that the Pokemon are based on, but the information is all in Japanese. Although if you carry a smartphone, you can just translate everything that you see. There is a translated guide as well that you can use. And they have the famous Grimer recycling bin on site. The Grimer actually identifies your recyclable trash and gives you feedback on what you threw away. Unfortunately though, the Pokemon Fossil Museum is actually quite small in the grand scheme of things, especially if you're not staying in Japan for long and if you've got a big trip planned, but you have to go out of the way just to see this museum, then I probably wouldn't recommend it. Unless you're a huge Pokemon fan like myself. The good news is you probably could spend a bit of time just checking out the rest of the museum, not just the Pokemon part. Because even at the Hofu Science Museum, we might have spent an hour checking out the Pokemon Museum, we spent about a half a day at the Science Museum. But even then, if you're a Pokemon fan and you haven't actually done the main Pokemon stuff all over Japan, like the Pokemon Centers, Pokemon Suites, Pokemon Cafe, the Pokemon t-shirt design store in Shibuya, I think this is pretty low on the bucket list. However, this could be a limited time thing and we don't know how long this will continue for. So if you don't want to miss out on the Fossil Museum, make sure to check it out before it goes away. Hope this video has helped you guys plan your trip. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.